Okay, so we've looked at how breathing occurs. We've looked at the purpose for it, the mechanisms by which we're motivated to breathe. What is it that's happening inside of us that makes us want to breathe? Now what we want to look at is just briefly, we want to look at the different ways of analyzing volumes of air within our lungs. Okay? Our normal breathing is occurring right kind of in this area right here. Kind of inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We're kind of right in here. That's this part right here. That is known as the tidal volume. The tidal volume. Like a tide. Tide comes in, tide goes out at the beach, right? That's the normal breathing. It's you're sitting here right now, you're watching this video and you're breathing. And it's normal, normal, normal. That's kind of what happens, right? That's the normal volume, all right? When you're sleeping, when you're whatever, okay? But every now and then, something happens and you get excited. Or you decide to have a breath holding contest underwater with your friend. Or you want candy from your mom. So I'm going to hold my breath after I get candy. Okay, whatever. Okay, and you take a big, big, deep breath of air. When you do that, you're increasing your breathing way up into here, really maximizing how much air is getting into your lungs. That is called the inspiratory, make sure I spell that right, inspiratory reserve capacity. Volume. The inspiratory, right? You're breathing in. Spirare is the Latin word for breathe, for breath, to breathe. Spirare. So inspirare means that you are breathing in. So that's the inspiratory reserve volume. By the way, to be inspired is to have something breathed into you. That's the idea of the word inspire. Okay? So inspiratory reserve volume. That gives you that maximum amount if you're exercising, if you're holding your breath, if you're wanting candy, whatever it is, that gives you that extra ability to get deep, deep breath of air, fill those lungs with oxygen. Okay? Now, you also have the opposite ability. If you wanted to, you could blow extra air out. Okay? So in a normal tidal volume, we're breathing in, breathing out. As you breathe out, you can keep going until it really hurts. Okay? As you breathe out, you're breathing out a little bit of extra, and that is called the expiratory. Expiratory reserve volume. The opposite of the inspiratory. And that's where you push all the way out to there. Boop, and then back up to normal tidal volume, okay? Inspiratory, you're breathing in, deep, deep breath. Expiratory, you're actually breathing out as much as you can to try to empty your lungs. It is impossible to empty your lungs on your own. You can have it forced on you. That is called a collapsed lung. That's bad. Don't go there, okay? But you always have a little bit left in the bottom, and that is called the residual volume, all right? That is called the residual volume. The reason is because have you ever blown up a balloon too many times? You know that sometimes after you've blown it up a few times, you get enough spit in the balloon that when that balloon collapses, it's because of the moisture inside the balloon, it sticks. You don't want your alveoli in your lungs collapsing and sticking together because they don't want to open back up again. If you've ever had to blow up a balloon that is stuck like that, you know it kind of goes pop, 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 and before you can get all the air in there, your air has to force the membrane of the balloon apart. You don't want to have to do that when you breathe. So there's always a little bit, that residual volume that is left behind in your lungs to make sure that your alveoli stay open. Again, a collapsed lung is where you've exerted enough pressure or something's happened to take that lung, squeeze those alveoli flat, and now those moist membranes are stuck together, and you've got to reinflate that lung to get it to pop back open again. Hopefully that will never happen. That's not a good place to be. Now, from this area, the residual volume all the way up to there, that is the simple term of the vital, from the Latin word vitae, which means life, vital capacity. Capacity. Your vital capacity, all right? That's from as deep as you can breathe to as empty as you can breathe out. That's your vital capacity. The total, all of your vital capacity plus the residual, is simply called the total lung volume. It's everything that you have.